Happy New Year's, Pisces. I am so stoked to do your annual reading. We're going to be doing month by month and just a general forecast. I do put these out regularly every month, and then I have shorts that kind of help guide everybody based on their zodiac sign. And just be true to yourself, feel it out. If your gut's saying, yeah, if things are resonating, claim it. I always encourage people to collaborate with my energy, the energy of the reading, by reaching out, saying hi if they feel like it, liking the video, and of course, you're welcome to subscribe. I'd just be tickled. Okay, you guys. So for the month of January, for our Pisces, we have Two of Swords. We only take the cards that fly out on their own. I apologize for the glare. It's so dark outside in the winter where I'm from that there's just going to be a glare from the lights right above no matter what. I'm not going to do that yet. I need to put out the intention. Okay, so February for our Pisces. Right on. The Death card is one of my favorite cards in the deck. It means things are moving out of your life and other things are moving in. It's making way for new things in your life. We have March, birthday month, rounding the corner from February to March. Three of Wands. Cool. April. Wow, Nine of Cups, really positive. All right. May. Two, I'm gonna claim both of those. For our Pisces. June for our Pisces. Make it clear. The Lovers. Beautiful. July for our Pisces of 2023. Two fly out. And we have the Hermit. I'm going to take those both upright. That's what feels right. Clarified by the Knight of Rods. All right. August for our Pisces. Empress. You're in the zone, definitely, for 2023. September. Okay. Make room, Justice. October. We have another one that wanted to come out here. That one flew out in reverse. Wow, cool. And November. And one more. December for our Pisces. Right on. Okay, you guys. So let's, we're going to put away this deck and we'll be getting into it with another deck. So we've got plenty to choose us from. So January, Two of Swords. There might be a decision that's hard for you to make, that you're looking into. You're trying to feel out your intuition, because your intuition always guides you straight. It's when our heads get involved. I'm a Pisces as well, so rest assured, I feel your pain. When our heads get involved and make us question our intuition, things get really cloudy. So you're trying to keep your head out of it, and you're trying to follow your intuition. It's tough to make this decision because there's also fears that are linked to it, and it's actually the fear that is kicking the gears around in your head, and that's creating some of the cloudiness and the indecision. So it's, you know, by addressing kind of the issue, not the symptoms, but like the issue of the fears kicking around. What is that fear? And like directly going straight into it is just super courageous, but it'll clarify some decision that you need to make in January. We'll go back and review that. Moving on to February, Death card. So this is a true and natural ending to something. Now, rarely does it have anything to do with an actual mortal physical death of somebody. It can, but usually it's actually just part of the cycle of life. As you know, Pisces, through your experiences on Earth, you've seen that everything follows the seasons, right? There's a life cycle, and there's a natural life cycle to relationships, jobs and careers, money cycles. And so you are going to be reaching the end of a big cycle in February. And resistance is going to probably cause confusion and pain, but I don't think you do resist it. I feel like there's almost a relief attached to this as you allow new things to open up. This has a grace to it, and the grace is what you're adding. Like the grace is the contribution that you're adding of the acceptance. And so there's definitely more we can pull on that. March, birthday month, right? We have sandwiched right there in the month of March, 3 of Wands. And 3 of Wands is interesting because 3s are always collaborative with other energies. So you might be influenced by those around you, maybe some friends, or even an idea, a project. It could be a vacation, a retreat, possible travel that is beckoning you closer to the shore to look out at what is possible. So if you look closely here, this individual is holding on to a rod, so they have not left the shore yet, metaphorically speaking, but they're looking out towards the distance. This means that you're starting the planning process for something new, and that could very well be having to do with travel. But either way, it's kind of an exciting feeling, and you're not alone in it. There's another entity, whether it's a company or a person or people that are involved, and there's almost kind of this, come on, come over here, you know, type of feeling. 9 of Cups is really exciting. So April kicks off with a really happy card. 9 of Cups is just grateful, happy, self-satisfied, kind of proud in a way, and sitting back a little bit and enjoying yourself, truly. And then we have May. In May, we have 2 cards. This is an independent card of the 9 of Pentacles. One could even be, some of you guys might be even closing or buying some property, because it's coming with the Justice card, which symbolizes contracts. If there is a separation that any of you guys are getting, like a divorce, this ends up in your favor. You end up very, very happy. You're free and independent, because 9 of Pentacles is not only an independence card and sometimes property ownership, yes, but it's also just really happy about it, like just owning it. And in most versions of this card, this individual is holding on to a bird, and the bird is like, it feels celebratory, celebrating independence and ownership, self-ownership. So that is May. I'm going to put Justice right above here. Justice is also a karmic card. So when you're getting Justice, it is a very good sign that things are going to turn out in your favor. Of course, it always matters what cards are coming out in conjunction with it. But it's also talking about things are going to turn out the way that is in your best interest. So that's great to keep in mind. It doesn't look like there's going to be any bit of unhappiness in these 2 months, but I want to say that because sometimes what's the best thing for us feels a little complicated while we're in it. Just want to throw that out there. June, we have the Lovers card. This is a choice that one has to make as well. It can be very literal, like lovers and romantic, but we'll need to get clarifiers out on this as well as the others, because it'll help us understand. But either way, regardless, there's a choice involved. So that's kind of exciting. Going into the summer months, we have a Knight of Rods. So I wouldn't be surprised if this is a relationship reading for June. But July, we have the Hermit and the Knight of Rods. It looks like somebody's coming towards you, possibly with an offer or with a perspective. Either way, it's something that's thrown you into contemplation. So in considering it, you are relying on your intuition instead of impulse. Knight of Rods can definitely be romantic. It can be somebody who's coming towards you in kind of a lustful way, or, you know, they're coming on to you. So we'll get a little bit more out on that. August, we have Empress, who is the Marilyn Monroe of the deck. She's also pregnant. And that's also meant to be taken figuratively as well. So basically the pregnancy of the Empress card means growing something from its very beginning and feeding it. And but the Empress is extremely attractive. And so far, 2023 has you feeling like it's out with the old and with the new for sure. It looks like you're kind of working through something right in the very beginning, January, but you steer right through it. If you're having any fears in January, I have no doubt that you're just going to look at it in the eye and just head straight into the storm and right out the other side into something really special for the rest of the year. Okay, so we have for September. September is Page of Pentacles. I would encourage you, if you are getting the opportunity to hone a skill or learn something about either your career or whoever's at large in your life there, this is about hunkering down, being humble, and gathering more information, and possibly even gaining a skill set. Excuse me for the background noise. Okay, October, we have Four of Pentacles in reverse, and we have the Star. So you might be holding on to your pentacles. You might have overspent. You might be a little overstressed around your money. But either way, it's not too serious because the Star comes out. So Four of Pentacles might have you feeling a little stressed about money or strapped about money. And you don't have to worry too much because the Star card comes out. And so the Star card is definitely one, getting your wish granted. Oftentimes it's one of the, I put it in the miracle card categories along with the Page of Cups. It's like your prayers have been heard and something is right around the corner. It's also another celebrity card in the sense that you will be noticed and gaining attention. So if there's something that you've been promoting, you've been promoting yourself, or a skill or product that you make, this is a very good sign that you're going to have some financial relief, okay? And then November, we have something nostalgic. We've got Six of Cups, and this is talking about somebody possibly coming back into your life that you're familiar with, that you have memories with. And this is a really positive and playful energy. So this individual is going to be at large in that month of November. This could be a sibling, it could be a past lover even, but it's fun, it's playful, it's light. And sometimes we need to revisit those places in order to revisit certain parts of ourselves. December, we have an ending. It might be a little bit dramatic. Maybe there's some words said. We'd have to get some more out on this card. And it might not even be your ending, but it's just, it sounds like, it looks like a really harsh card. But in fact, it's, swords always represent knowledge and information, realizations, communication. They're very heady and they're ruled by the air signs. So we'll get more out on that. All right, so with our smaller deck here, another Rider-Waite-Smith tarot deck. At the bottom, Three of Wands again. We got that right there in March. In your one of your months. Whoa, flying out. It's the Page of Swords on top of, I'm gonna just take that actually. Excuse me. It was just weird how that flew out, caught my finger, and wanted to be heard. Okay, clarity on January. Thank you. We only take the cards that choose us, so we wait for them to fly out. All right, so there could be some disappointing news, something you find out even from an email or on the internet. Maybe be aware of, you know how they say, don't Google symptoms, go to a doctor type of thing. This is like sometimes your own imagination collaborating on what you find on the internet doesn't help so much. It makes you more indecisive. What are the Five of Cups about? In clarity on the Five of Cups. Pisces in January. Okay. So an ending. So there's an ending. Somebody feels kind of left out, maybe ostracized or pushed out a little bit. There might be, Five of Pentacles sometimes rules over our pocketbooks. It feels like a depletion in our bank accounts, basically. But I think there's some disappointment, but it's pushing you towards closing a chapter that needed to be closed with the World card. What the World card also means is that basically a window is thrown open in your life and fresh air is coming in. And with that are new experiences and new people. So whatever this is that is putting you in your head in January, it's very much in your head with all the swords and stuff. I think this looks like worry. It feels like there might be a disappointment that happens, but rather than getting in your head about it, because you've got such a beautiful year in front of you, the World card, focus on that, because sometimes our circumstances kind of bring a chapter closed, allow us to button up a chapter. Now, this is not somebody who's doing it to you. You are choosing to kind of button up a chapter that needed to be buttoned up. Now, this could be a career change. It could be just taking some space or walking away from an individual in your life. It'll be a little bit different for all of you. But ask yourself, is this worth the disappointment? You know, like, and why am I in my head? Am I happy? And is there something that needs to be finished in order to thrive again? Okay. So now we're going to go into February. I'm going to give the deck a shuffle, and we're going to talk about the Death card. So to remind you, February, the Death card is talking about a natural ending, which feels kind of like the continuation of this hard decision you have to make. So this natural ending, tell us more about that for Pisces. Thank you. Beautiful cards. Awesome. When this ends, you're going to realize that it could even happen, it could have happened sooner and it would have been okay, because you round the corner and you realize that the future looks really bright. You have somebody coming into your life here, the King of Cups. This could be another water sign. Either way, they have the same type of compassion, understanding, ability to nurture. They could be even creative, but they're quite mature. And I feel like they are either giving you a gift where there's this reciprocity, there's this generosity. It's really beautiful. The Hierophant talks about institutions, sometimes even marriage. For some of you guys, it will be talking about marriage. But the Hierophant rules over our structured systems of belief. So it could be, you know, almost applying yourself to, let's see, let me just take this in before I talk. I feel like your faith is going to be reinvigorated. And for a lot of you guys, I almost feel like there's some community or volunteer work that's connected to this. It's like you realize the best way to close this chapter is to be gracious and compassionate and generous with your time, or for some of you guys, your money. But you head straight into your compassion rather than away from it, in order to resolve the old chapter and let in these new people. New people are going to be coming into your life at this point in February, new opportunities. And at the foundation of it is this good. It's just this good. And when you build things on top of a foundation of goodness, the results are beautiful. And you can see it moving into March. It opens a window in your life, right? It thrusts open that window. And now you're really going to start seeing the effects. You're going to be in that place of planning. You're going to see that there's all these other options, these new opportunities now. Okay, more about March, please, for our Pisces. More about March. Thank you. Awesome. Oh, there's our Queen of Cups. Double, Two of Pentacles, and there's the Death card again. Okay, you might be a little bit... Okay, so in March, it looks like you might be tempted to get back into an old groove. This could be a pattern of behavior, or this could be a pattern of behavior with another individual that you'll be tempted to be pulled back into. You'll have a little cloudiness and a little indecision. You might be a little overwhelmed by it. And I think that's one of the reasons why you're looking out at the different possibilities for you. You know, it's like, and isn't that ironic, Pisces, is that when your ship's about to sail or you're making plans, an old past lover or an old job or something comes back out to be like, yeah, but you can get a promotion if you stay. Or, oh, but you know, oh, but let's give it I've changed. Let's give it another go. So your compassionate side, Pisces, Queen of Cups, is ruled by Pisces and all these other water signs. But I feel like this is you. And I feel like you're going to spot it. You're going to see it a mile away. And I feel like you got this, because going into April, look how happy you are. So something in March, you know, you've got a busy March. You've got all these opportunities probably popping out. We didn't get the Seven of Cups, but it feels like Seven of Cups energy. And that's the kind of that all that glitters is not gold, but you have all these possibilities making their way to you. You're starting to get really inspired by them. And of course, something comes out of the woodwork right at that point to kind of lure you back in, but you got its number. You know what's going on and you're not fooled. And here we are with the Nine of Cups. Really happy in April. Tell us more about that for Pisces. Oh, because you got new love coming in. Whoa, awesome. This could be sudden. This could be really like knock you off your feet. When you get the Tower with the Ace of Cups, that is like falling in love with somebody like that. Let's see what these are. Oh my gosh, you guys. This is the Ace of Swords with the Sun. The Sun card is the almighty happiest card in the deck. In fact, if you get a Sun card on what seems like a kind of doom and gloom reading, you can kind of shrug off the reading as, oh, okay, the world's not going to end. It's not too bad. You know what I mean? It lightens the load. But this is, wow. In April, something's happening big. Somebody's going to come in. I think you're going to get a message, because Ace of Swords is communication. There's realizations, communication. This is somebody reaching out with a message of love. And in April, and it's something about it is turning somebody's world upside down. It's just sudden. It's just sudden. That's what that means. I got to get a little bit more on that. Come on, April. Tell us a little bit more. Whoa. This person's like you. Okay. Justice in reverse. We got the King of Cups here. Pentacles. Messages. Yes, we got that. Indecision. So I will say for some of you guys, this is a past person, King of Cups, that you had an ending with earlier. And they're saying, hey, I got that job, or hey, here's a ring. Some of you guys will actually propose to, because Ace of Pentacles is worth and it is monetary gains. And so they're throwing you kind of, this is just for some of you. They're throwing you back into a little indecision, because you're like, hey, you remember that problem that was an issue earlier? Well, I fixed it. I'm way more stable now. I'm actually making money, more money. It feels like that. Okay. For those of you, and then these messages going back and forth, text messages, or even traveling, it feels like somebody could be coming out like, I'm going to make a point to you. I'm going to fly out to you, or I'm going to, wherever you're at. And you could have by now in March, you might have taken those travels. You might have be somewhere else at this point and they'd be willing to meet you. So that's going to be a small portion of you guys. But, I want to get a little bit of clarity on this Justice card. What is this Justice about? We're getting some Ace of Swords or Page of Swords. So we're getting some repeats here. Yeah. This feels like what's our Two of Swords? Bear with me, you guys. You can rest assured, Four of Swords and the Star is going to take care of you. You might be doing some praying about this. Just kind of like, what do I do? You know, because we've got the Two of Swords. This is some clarity too. So it's like that indecision comes roaring in. Now, this is an individual for some of you that could be brand new, but it conjures up some past experiences. Like, he's got to be stable. She's got to be stable. She's got to be able to hold their own. You know, are they as generous as I am? And indeed, they certainly give me that impression, because we got the King of Cups. That's another water sign. And they share a lot of those fundamental beliefs around their relationships. But there's something a little bit off about it. And I think you sense that. That's why you're getting the Two of Swords. And so what you do is you contemplate it. You ask your guides, and your guides are hearing you, and they're feeling you. You know, we're getting that Star card later on in October. So you're very much in tune with your inner guides, I feel like, throughout this entire year. Either way, you're going to be getting some interesting messages back and forth, possibly some travel, the offer to pay for some travel. You know, that Ace of Pentacles, when it comes out, and it came out with the King of Cups for this, I think this person is making a point to demonstrate that they can be valued, like monetarily. They can hold their own. And they might be wanting to give you gifts, but it feels kind of like this doting energy. And it might be surprising how quickly they come out of the woodwork here. Okay, so May, we have the Justice card again. We've got the Justice card with our Nine of Pentacles. So this is definitely, could feel like contracts for some of you guys, or it might be purchasing property. Like I said, a few of you guys might be getting divorces, but either way, you're very happy. You end up really happy. Let's get some clarity on that. Yep, here's our Ten of Swords, but it's in reverse. Okay, so it's like you're coming out, you're fully, this actually, it officially closes old pain. And it's funny because, you know, the Six of Swords is a healing card. We don't have that in this spread, but it's a healing card. And it shows these people crossing over water. On one side, it's choppy. And on the other side, it is nice and smooth. And it's supposed to suggest, you know, like it's symbolizing that you're leaving the choppy water and you're going towards the smooth, peaceful water. This is past that. So this is like basically in this reading, that Six of Pentacles of Six of Swords of those people in the boat, but officially on paper. Does that make sense? Anything else in May for our Pisces? Devil. Yeah. You're working on yourself in May, throughout the year. It's like, I feel like you're really staring at some past challenges that you might have avoided. We all have them, or past fears. You are unstucking yourself. You're facing things, and I do feel like if this is a divorce for some of you guys, or something contractual with anything to do with money, I feel like you're unstuck from this money loss. So there was this pattern of behavior, this like that was just going on and on, cycling through, and it's bringing you more pain. And it was draining your account. It was draining you in general. It was draining your self-value. With the Eight of Swords in reverse, you are officially getting unstuck, okay? So that could be with, you know, a career, and it could be in love, but you are getting yourself unstuck. It's like, I feel like that, like nothing can scare you now. Nothing can hurt you now. I'm going to put these back in the deck. Make sure that they're all upright. Excuse me, bear with me. All right. And then let's get some for June, the Lovers card. So I was telling you about how, sorry for the loud noise. I was telling you about how the Lovers card can be quite literal, like soulmates and love, but it can also be a choice. So let's talk about that. So for June, for my Pisces in 2023, please make it clear, Spirit. Whoa. We have the Death card. Well, you've got a major theme with the Death card here. And again, that's like just not a natural ending to a chapter. Yep, we have our Knight of Wands coming in. You might have somebody going for you. You have the Knight of Rods and Knight of Wands are the same. So in June, this person comes into the picture. And they are not, you were getting King of Cups over here early in the year, right? They're kind of more sensitive, more watery, more compassionate, maybe artistic. And we got a different individual here. This might be a fire sign, or they just might have some attributes of a fire sign. And the Knight of Wands is sexy, confident, fiery, more aggressive than the water signs, or the watery cups. Maybe not as dreamy, more literal. They're going to have the elements of Sagittarius and Aries and Leo. And so their confidence alone is attractive. And I think they see you as somebody who's pretty responsible, somebody who's very nurturing. I think they see you as the Queen of Pentacles. In between you guys, what stands in between you guys is the Hanged Man. This is Piscean energy. And so there's some natural parts of your personality. This person is like, let's just go, just say go. Let's just do it. You know, there's this more of a rushed, intense energy from the Knight of Wands. Well, the only thing separating you guys is really your own energy, the Hanged Man. And it's one of the most beautiful energies of a Pisces, which is, instead of rushing towards something, because of course Pisces are capable of totally being impulsive. I mean, shoot, that's kind of what makes us beautiful too. We can be dreamy and impulsive and all the things. But there is like a deeper side, an understanding, a very thorough understanding of when we push against something, it pushes back on us. Like there is always a response in the universe, like from all our decisions we make, there is going to be results. And I think that like you slow this energy down. And while you're trying to make a decision on this person with a Lover's card. So this is in June. You're feeling them out. You're like thinking about something. You might be taking in kind of you're up to this. You're watching them. But you've slowed down the energy, it feels like. I'd like to get an understanding of the Death card here for June 2023 for... Yeah. Okay, so this is... One sec. Okay. You're not going to tolerate anything that makes you question your intuition. You are not going to tolerate anything that throws conflict between you and your intuition in June. Okay? That's coming out in clarity to the Death card. You're over it. You're not going to do it. So that's where I get this feeling of like, that's where you slow down the energy. You're like thinking about this individual because you're trying to decide, is this person a threat to my intuition? Like, this is the equivalent of like you being like resisting something and them making you question your own resistance. So instead of this cycle of questioning yourself, which you've experienced before with that Devil card that's popped up, you're like, nope, we're slowing this way down. I got all the time in the world. Like the power is in your hands. Yeah, okay. So July, this character is still with you. And you're quiet. You might not even be talking to them. But I think you're on their mind. Yep. I think that you are very attractive in 2023. And attractive in an all-encompassing way. Attracting all sorts of people. And I think you know it. We got the Hierophant. So there's some things... This comes down to your belief systems and whether or not they're in line with yours. You don't want to be taking it for granted, and I think that you're going to be hyper aware of if there's anybody else in the picture, what kind of influence they're having on your happiness. And if they are going to be, you're very aware, you want to be able to give freely. Like a Pisces is really happy when they can give freely and it can be recognized. It's not that they're never giving from ego. It's almost like breathing for Pisces. And because it comes so naturally, their spirit is just so happy to give. They can be taken for granted and they can be taken advantage of. So this is why you're feeling out this situation quite a bit, is your spidey sense is like slow things down, because you do have a belief, you do fall into alignment with this individual quite a bit on your systems of belief. But you are just not going to tolerate anything that makes you fall back into that place of questioning yourself. You'd rather swim away. You know what I mean? If there's this power you have in this summer that is like, nope, I've experienced enough life. Like, there's nothing you have on me. You can't control me. I will leave. I don't care. You know? And what's beautiful about that is for Pisces who are so malleable and flexible, and that's one of their superpowers, is it's non-negotiable. So you have grown a place inside that is very powerful because it can't be negotiated with. When you make up your mind, you are now steering the ship. You're at the front of the helm. And that is very empowering. Okay. So, and that largely happens in April. May. So now we have the Empress, okay? This is the month of August, the Empress. You might be feeling sexy as hell. Male, female, anybody in between. This has nothing to do with gender. This is like you are in your power stride, okay? Sorry, I'm trying to get the glare off of that. And you're excited because you're growing something new. That could be a relationship, that could be a career, but the Empress is pretty hot. Okay, so tell us more about August. Beautiful. For some of you guys, this could be a pregnancy because we got the Four of Wands. It's about stability, though. It's about like celebrations and stability. There's our Six of Swords. You are truly rounding a corner in your own healing in August. I feel like that song, I'm coming out, I want the world to know. You know that song? It feels like that. It's like coming out of it, like the last shreds of healing that needed to happen to close up the last few years. It feels like just letting some old energies drop off. And to an extent, right? Because we never forget, you know, we keep that in the back of our memories and all that. But wow, you might be feeling especially gratuitous. You might not, generous. You might be really experiencing a lot of gratitude towards another individual that's helped you with this healing journey. They've really contributed to the structure of your life, the stability of your life, the sense of home. But you are strong in August. Okay, tell me more about the Five of Cups. Thank you. Temperance. There has been a slow transformation that's been hard. It's been hard to just accept. This could have been a transformation happening within a relationship. Sorry, this looks like an acceptance of somebody kind of transforming themselves from your friend to something else, maybe just an acquaintance, but this is something to do with all that. Like you're healing from this and you're going to feel a lot more generous and giving and like a flower kind of opening itself in August. I think that this is a friendship possibly that is healing. You fell out of alignment with this individual, and I feel like there's been a lot of transformation that's happened because I think that the feeling is mutual. I think that the other individual has been suffering as well. So the King of Pentacles, this could be an earth sign, you know, a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, but either way, they could be less emotional and less emotionally sensitive as you. They could be putting themselves before and their own comfort and stability in front of their relationship with you. And that could have been what got in the way. And there's an acceptance that this person has been going through a little bit of hell as well and missing you. And I think it feels like this is a generosity card, but in this case, it looks like almost forgiveness. That's what that looks like, okay? So that's your August. I mean, you're doing good. You're looking good. You're doing good in August. And you have a little extra to spare. And I think that you are going to be forgiving an individual in your life. September. Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles is like that learning something new. It's humbling yourself at the bottom of a bell curve, a learning curve, and being willing to get good at something or understand something. All right, so what is this about for our Pisces in September 2023? King of Swords. This is an individual. This could be your energy, embracing it. Page of Pentacles. What is it about 2023? Interesting. Devil in reverse. 10 of Swords. 9. You got some swords here. Let me take a look at this, you guys. Well, you're definitely breaking out of a pattern. Like anything, this Devil card has made an appearance upright in your earlier part of the year. You got this Devil beat. It's in reverse. This harsh ending. Okay, I think I kind of know what's going on. You've built a skill set. You're learning a new skill set, and it does link to your emotions. Big surprise at Pisces, but it's linked to another skill that you've been building in regards to your past, breaking through a cycle of behavior, or with an individual or with yourself. Either way, it had to do with a past ending, that harsh ending, I think. And you learned something. And this, whatever this energy is, it's tiring you. But what you're getting good at is basically embodying the energy of the King of Swords, which is not emotional. It's very practical, logical, takes control of a situation. It's black and white. It can be harsh. It can be battle-worn, battle-torn. You get the idea. Somebody's coming in, Knight of Swords, with a lot of impulse energy, fast, fast, fast. And you're going to notice that they're going to suck your energy right away. You are going to probably put an end to that pretty quickly. And that's what that looks like. September. That's what that looks like, you guys. It's like, nope. And that's why the Page of Pentacles, it's like you've learned something from your past experiences, and you've learned how to bring in the energy of the King of Swords. That's what you've learned, and you're getting an opportunity to practice it. Okay. October, let's give the cards another shuffle. We've got 4 of Pentacles, something you might have overspent a little, or you're just trying to hold on to your pentacles. And it's kind of this feeling of, excuse me, relief is just around the corner with the Star card. Your prayers are being heard. October, for our sweet Pisces, the Fool card. There's a beginning. There's a brand new beginning. Ace of Swords. This realization, this could be an idea. Coming out of a place of lack. Interesting. You're starting a new journey. You're starting a new, this is about a journey that you possibly already started and it had a slow beginning, and you've just been praying for that money to roll in, right? This could be a new business, a new endeavor. This could be just a change in your life that depleted your bank account a little bit more than was comfortable. But there's a beautiful choice to be had here. We've got the Lovers card and the Moon card coming out with a Fool. Something hidden here that is going to bring relief. It's kind of like there's a choice, of course, with the Lovers card. There's a choice to be made here. But you don't see, I feel like you don't see this with the Moon card there. But you don't see this beautiful thing that is actually happening. but it brings a relief to your finances. King of Pentacles. If this was, for some of you guys, if this was an investment that you were not doing so well with, and you were saying, gosh, just hold on to it a little bit longer, this could be like literally investing in something, crypto or whatever, or property, and it was a drain on your account first, because it's just like, you know, starting a new business, you know, stocks and stuff are up and down, crypto and all that, but even like starting a new business, you're in the red for a while. So this is like pulling out of that. King of Pentacles. There's this, okay, yeah, you're going to be getting messages. This is all communication. Ace of Swords. So October is a big month for communication. Things change around for you big time. It's like your prayers have been heard. It's like your wishes are coming true and you start getting these messages. This could be in a very quick fashion. So no snail mail. You're probably going to be getting it via text or email. And what is this Ace of Swords? What's this big message? This is good news. So things are paying off. Page of Pentacles. Remember, this was a humble, the apprentice card, basically. Learning as you go, getting good at a skill set. So what about this page? Okay, Eight of Swords. What about this page? Okay, another page. You're communicating your way through this. What is this? You're learning a lot as you go. The Empress and the Tower. A lot of communication. Doing your best to navigate. I do feel like through this communication and your humble willingness to adapt and learn, you sidestep something that could be quite rattling. It's important to remember in the month of October that to be adaptable. And Pisces, you're so in tune with your intuition and you believe in it, you know, that I don't have any worries. But you do have some interesting news coming in October, and you are going to be getting some financial relief, which is really cool. And I say relief, but you guys could be doing, you know, you guys could be just totally fine and safe financially, but you are waiting for that money to roll in that you had set your intentions on. So now we have November, and we have that nostalgic card of the Six of Cups. This is playful energy. It's fun. Some of you guys might be, you know, this is Thanksgiving time with November. You might be gathering together with siblings or friends. But this is somebody from your past that is familiar with you. The World card, Judgment. They're just flying out effortlessly. So November's a big month, and they're done. Let's see what's there. We have in November, bear with me, we have the World card upright. We've got the Judgment card upside down, the Five of Swords, Justice, the Six of Swords is the healing card. This is an interesting reading with this person from your past. Some of you guys might be even doing some counseling with this person or regards to this person, but this is, what's our Judgment in reverse, please? You know, I feel like you're going to make yourself heard. And this is somebody from your past, somebody who's familiar with you. You are closing up an old chapter and starting a new one. There might be even some travel in November. I do feel like this could be regarding a mother figure for some of you, because Queen of Pentacles sometimes talks about that. There was an opportunity to make amends with this person, and I feel this is a complicated one, you guys, bear with me. I don't want to speak before. Okay, so this feels kind of like there's almost an acceptance with an individual that like they always have to be right and at what cost. And you realize you're going to step out of the game. You're just going to move forward. And there's an acceptance there that is really beautiful because, and it might not come right away. There's somebody here that seems, they're feeling it too. There might be the tendency to compete or argue with this individual. King of Pentacles and King of Wands. Could be even like, you could be not alone in this. There could be another individual. And we've got the Justice card, which means that things are going to work out in your favor. But I think that in November, it's really important to walk away with this message, that two heads are better than one, that it's okay to talk to somebody about this and kind of get out of your system, get some perspective, because you've got the beautiful healing card of the Six of Swords here. So there's feels like this not gaining closure with an individual and realizing you can't always, you can create your own closure, because sometimes in our idealistic mind, what closure looks like puts too much power in the other individual. They may never give you your idealistic vision of closure. And so you're going to give it to yourself, but you're not alone. So closure, when I say closure, what am I talking about, right? It doesn't mean that this relationship has to go away forever. It means that this person, this Six of Cups, this nostalgic person that knows you from your past, it means that you are going to allow yourself acceptance. You're going to allow them acceptance as an act of love towards yourself. Does that make any sense? You might be surprised that there is the support. There's a supportive, either a class or a counselor or a friend that might be helping. It's another entity that might be just helping out that you did not consider that can be supportive. Now we've got December. 10 of Swords. For our Pisces, I'm going to give it another shuffle. What is our December? What is good? This is our 10 of Swords popping back up, which was that it can be a harsh ending. The Temperance card, which is transformation. 2 of Swords. So we've got some return ones. Wow. This one wants to come out too. There's our 5 of Swords again. And I'm going to line these all up. This is our, we have 2 twos. And this is our last reading, Ace of Swords. So you've got communication about a past heartbreak, something that was disappointing, something that ended kind of harsh. You have communication with an individual, and there's an understanding, and there's been a transformation here. Now, this does not mean that things are going to go back to how they were. But what's this 2 of Swords about? 7 of Swords. You don't trust that, well, they could never go back to where they were because you just don't have that trust. You know, 7 of Swords, there's something kind of shisty. Somebody pulled the wool over another person's eyes, even sometimes their own. But 7 of Swords is getting away with something. 7 of Swords is deception. And so there's indecision around this person again, you know, because that trigger warning of trust is coming up. But I think that you see this person as kind of youthful and not realistic. And there's something that's kind of, they paint a really pretty picture about themselves. They want to tell you the things that you want to hear. And they can almost be boastful, it seems like, or there's just still this competitive energy. And I know that swords are air signs, but this for me kind of has a fire sign attachment to it. Just that fiery, impulsive energy. Ace of Swords, all this is trickling down from communication. So basically, it's in December. I think somebody might be reaching out to you that you had a hard ending with. And it's like your life is not in that place anymore. And you have this theme throughout 2023 of one or more individuals kind of revisiting your life, but you have a new skill set to work with. And that skill set has cultivated itself from those past experiences, and you're just not the same person as you were. And so I just feel like you're above it. I don't feel like it even catches you up too much. You had that devil previously in reverse, which is breaking out of an old pattern of like second guessing your feelings. Like your head would get involved, and then you would be like, okay, all right, I'll let him back in, or okay, I'll give more. I'll give of myself more. And then I will experience the lack, and I will experience the stress, or the, like, it's self-punishing, and you're just not there anymore. You're realizing that what feels to another individual like walking away or defeat, to you is actually an act of self-love. And so you're still magnificently, as Pisces always are, there is an act of love going on, and it's towards yourself. You're kind of untouchable in 2023. I'm proud of you. Anyway, I hope that clarifies things, and I hope it was fun to listen to. I adore all of you guys, and I invite you to visit me again. Please subscribe to my channel, like it, say hi, collaborate with my energy any way you'd like. Take good care of yourselves. Bye-bye.